Alright, hey guys, it's Wes, not your normal miner here. That's right, we are here and we've got some serious hashing to do. We are at the remote garden location, so thank you guys all for stopping in tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. As you guys know, the thumbnail says it all. We're going to be talking about the NVIDIA Founders Edition 3080 here, and how we did get this thing. Well, how my main man, first of all, before we go any farther, I want to say a big shout out, thank you to my man Dun12 Mini 2. That's right, Dun12 Mini 2. Thank you very much for doing some grinding on this thing today, giving us some good overclocks. These things are killer right now. But Dun12 Mini 2 over in the Brandon Coin Discord, and then a link, we're going to have a description down below for you guys, a link over to Brandon Coin Discord. Love the guys over there, but thank you so much, Dun. So what we got is this NVIDIA Founders Edition RTX 3080. We are on HiveOS using Phoenix Miner. And let's see what we got here. That's right, like I said, we're on HiveOS. In the description down below, we got links to all this stuff. Always, guys, do your own research. But we do have an RTX 3080 hammering away at 230 watts. And we are looking at 2700 on the memory, negative 200 on the core, 100% at the fan, and we're at 229 watts, and that is giving us 109 megahash per second. That's right, we're over here in Shell in the Box, and as you guys are watching, we're going to show you a couple different things with HiveOS tonight. But that's right, we have this guy right here, and with those overclock settings that Dun12 Mini 2 was working on today, you can see we're at 230 watts. Oh yeah, by the way, we're at 47C as well. It is currently 82C sitting here in the remote garden location. I know my main man Claude, when we were tweeting out some things earlier, my main man Claude was wondering how many stale shares we were going to get at this hash rate. Well, we're at 4.5 hours, and I got 3 stale shares. We got 389 confirmed shares. We are over on Hive in their American server there. So that's what we're doing tonight. Can you believe it? 100 megahash per second at 230 watts. I know you guys have seen a lot of numbers at 240, 250 watts in like Windows. This is the same efficiency from the numbers. And once again, thanks Dun12 Mini 2 from Brandon Coin Discord. Pretty much the same efficiency as running 96 megahash per second plus at that 210. But we're crushing at 100 megahash per second. So while we got you here live tonight, we're going to talk once again about these RTX 3080s, Claude. I'm excited to see what you get, man. I hope that box is just as shiny. I've had both of these in. We've got this Zotac Trinity RTX 3080. I've had both of these in our gaming editing mining rig. I didn't get very good numbers at all, but then once again someone in Discord pointed out I was also using video on these. So one of the things that you guys will see coming up as well is going to be we've got some benchmarking that we did with both of those, and that's round 1 without really any really good overclocks, just kind of showing you some few things. We'll bring round 2 and we're going to do those exact same benchmarking and stuff. But hey, I'm seeing everyone here in chat. First of all, I want to say a big shout out. Thank you, Batman. Thanks for stopping in. Jay Miner, good to see you tonight. Petey Bang, what's up? Crypto McKell, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Appreciate the tweets as well today. Hopefully the audio is good for you guys. I did shut down 2 of our box fans in the remote garden location. I got to keep one going. It's already went up a degree in here just from not doing that, but I want you guys to hear us the best we can. So comment and chat, let me know what all you guys want to see tonight. We're going to go back here to dashboard side on HiveOS. We didn't get a chance to get the latest upgrade in, and you guys will see 100% fan speed here. It's a little warmer than normal in the remote garden location, but I just wanted to show you guys these numbers as soon as I saw these. Can't believe it. 100 megahash per second. Pretty good. Comment and chat, tell me what you guys think about it. We have been only able to get the Zotac Trinity up to about 96 megahash per second. So I would like to punch in some overclocks tonight, if that's all right with you guys. Let you guys punch in some things as well. Savage Mine, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, man. Really appreciate you coming and hanging out tonight. Just a quick recap: 100 megahash per second. My main man Dun12 Mini 2 over at Brandon Coin Discord. Really was putting it to this thing on the overclocks today. Some people will ask how steady it is. Well, here we go. HiveOS is the true test of the tale. 1410. Hive on. Okay, yeah, good question. Savage Mine. Savage Mine wants to know if Hive on is showing the same hash rates. When I have been mining in Hive on with this, and we'll get into that, and I'll pull it up. Typically the Zotac was getting 96-ish is what we were seeing, and Hive on, it shows you the reported, and then it shows you your actual, then it shows you your average. It was reporting Hive on side as well, that 96, averaging out 94, sometimes 92, sometimes high, a little bit higher than that. So we'll pull that up on HiveOS as well. That thing has been running, this thing's been running pretty steady. Oh yeah, look at these. There was also, I saw somewhere in there, 101, pretty sure I saw 103. So we might even change the overclocks a little bit on this and see what we can really get her up to. But once again, I know we're at 100% fan speed. I'm okay with that right now. The Savage Mine, I agree. The Zotac Trinity, that's what we're talking about here. This is that RTX 3080. It's pretty sick. I'm also a fan. You guys know I love RGB, and you guys all know that it does add at least 5 to 10 megahash on all your rigs. But I'm a huge fan of this Zotac gaming, and when it was in the gaming editing mining rig, that thing was looking nice and blue. Let's see here. I think I got a picture that we can pull up for you guys of that. But what do you guys want to see first? We can adjust the overclocks here a little bit. D-Tech, what's up? Okay, is the 100 megahash stable? I appreciate you commenting. Let's go ahead and pull up Shell here in a box. You can see we've got 396 valid shares, 3 invalid, and currently we're at 4 hours and 34 minutes running. I don't know, I think that's decently stable. I want, again, since you're just getting here, I want to say a big shout out to Dun12 Mini 2 over in the Brandon Coin Discord. He was grinding out some overclocks on this today, and you guys can see we've been pretty constant at that, you know, 90, I don't know, 91, 92. With this one, the Zotac was about 96, and then Dun12, the Overclock King, started kicking in, and then you can see 100, 100, 100. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you know, once again, it is warmer here in the remote garden location than probably in other places, but it is running 100% fan speed. But that temperature, guys, what do you guys think about that temp? I believe it's going to pop up here in just a second, but we can pull it up on dashboard side. 48 is our temp here. Once again, I'm alright running 100% fan speed right now. I just really want to see where we're at with these. But I do want to, here in just a minute, I wanted to kind of let a few more people get in so you guys can see how steady this thing is before we... Yeah, okay, so we've got memory 2700, core negative 200. We do have the fan set for 100%, and that's at 230 power limit. And when we say 230 power limit, hopefully you can see we're showing 278 at the kilowatt at the wall. So that means we're roughly pulling 50-ish from the rest of the rig, and we did stop solo mining on the processor for these videos. But here in just a second, once we get a few more people here and you guys kind of get some more questions answered before we turn it off, I knew there was going to be a lot of people that were going to ask about the stability. Well, 4.5 hours with 3 invalid shares. but we are going to hammer this in here real quick in just a minute, and then we'll kind of tweak this. I would like to see if we can get 100 megahash per second. So appreciate you guys all stopping in. Like I said, we are on HiveOS. Yeah, Patrick, that does really kick ass as far as the being able to take 2700. It's definitely taking the overclocks better than the Zotac is now. I'm not the big overclock king. Savage Mind, I appreciate it. Everybody hit that like button. Crypto Clog, man, thanks for stopping in. I was really hoping to see you tonight. Yeah, we're over on HiveOS. Got that fan speed kicking right now, but we are at 100 megahash per second at 48 degrees. And that is this guy right here. That's what we're talking about. We got the NVIDIA FE RTX 3080. Crypto Cloud, I heard that you've got a 3080 en route. What did you get? I was hoping you would show up because you were asking about how stable this is. Oh, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Good evening, Dun 12Mini2. There's a few people that are new here to chat, so I do want to say once again a big thank you to Dun 12Mini2. In the description down below, met this guy over in the Brandon Coin Discord. Those guys are great. Big shout out to them. But Dun 12Mini2 was grinding on this thing, and he's got he helped us get these sick overclock numbers. So just wanted to say thank you very much, Dun. Killer, man, really appreciate it. But yeah, Claude, Crypto Claude, I knew that you wanted to see how stable this was. So it's been running for 4.5 hours plus at these overclocks, and the temperature in a remote garden location was about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I did turn off a couple of our fans right out of the gate so that we could, so you guys could hear us a little better. But now that we've got a few more people in here and you guys have seen that thing's hashing pretty stable, we're going to go ahead and power down, and let's throw this Zotac 3080, this Trinity, see what we can get this thing on. You know, we do get about 96 megahash per second on this at 210. So we'll probably try to run 230 watts. Okay, so Crypto Cloud's got the MSI Gaming X Trio. If it shows up, that's sick, man. That's real sick. I'm excited for you, man. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, done. No, you guys are welcome. You guys know one of the things I said early on with getting these was I did want to have the community get in on some of this action. I know these things are going to be pretty rough, and if any of you guys follow us on Twitter, in the description down below, if you don't, please do that. There was a tweet that we saw from Meanhash that was talking about the availability on these things. And when we say availability, it's very slim to none. They released it knowing that it was very slim to none from the looks of it. DTech, okay, great question. Why not run these both together? We are going to run them both together, just like we did on Saturday night for you. I've had them both separate. One's been running on Windows for a minute, trying to test some different things there using MSI Afterburner. So we just pulled this one back out of the gaming editing mining rig, and now that we've got some heavy hitters and all the big dogs in the house, once again, thanks Dun 12Mini2, that's awesome. We're going to power down, but just real quick for everyone that's here, 109 megahash per second, over 4.5 hours, 3 stale shares, I think the last time I saw. Yep, 409 valid, 3 stale shares. So we can power this down, and then we're going to get this guy at 230 watts and see what we can do. Comment in chat, tell me what overclocks you think we should try with the Zotac. You guys also know recently on Saturday we did upgrade the gaming editing mining rig. We did go from a thumb drive to the SSD. You guys all saw how quick that went. And just like that, folks, we are ready to do some hashing for you again. Tried to set this rig up so it could go pretty smooth, taking these in and out. and I think it only took us about 30 minutes to officially switch out a SSD and throw that 750 watt out of there and get a 1300 watt in here so that we can show you guys this kind of stuff. Once again, we haven't had a chance to get the wire management cleaned up, so appreciate you not beating us up too much on that. If any of you guys are in Discord, to follow us over at Not Your Normal Miner Discord. I believe I was posting some pictures today of the rat's nest we got into. So there's one 8-pin. Make sure you guys got your power supplies ready for these beasts. 2 8-pins. Power on, guys. There we go. I'm back to chat. So compact and clean looking that FE is. It's a beast for sure. It's interesting to see the action with the 2 fans going. D-Tech, I want 13 of these 3080 beasts too. I would love to have a 13 rig. Quite frankly, I'd love to have the 3, one more that we've got en route. I'd love to see it here. So we've got Hive starting up here again. It's going to take just a second for everything to get loaded up, and that SSD is fired up. Hive is mining. We will refresh Hive real quick. You guys, quite frankly, I'm going to be honest, I was a little concerned about the NVIDIA FE, that Founders Edition, and the reason I was concerned about that was my initial tests on Windows especially, I didn't get very good results. I barely got 94 megahash per second on it. Hopefully you guys see the difference in cooling though. I do think the Zotac Trinity does cool a little bit better, so I'm expecting when we hit these really heavy overclocks tonight that you know, that we see a little bit of difference in the cooling there. Alrighty, so we're starting out. Let's see what she does here. She didn't like being together like that, but let's let her kind of see where she's at. We do have a 1300 watt EVGA fully modular power supply. Each of the risers is hooked up to a VGA its own, so they're not even sharing power. And then we've got 2 8-pin connectors going to the Zotac Trinity. And then we've got the 2 8-pin connectors down to the 1 for the NVIDIA Founders Edition. Alrighty, so of course, one of the main reasons why I wanted to show everybody that that thing was hashing well by itself was I didn't know how they were going to react together on a rig. As you can see right out of the gate, neither of them like playing with each other, it looks like tonight. And the same overclocks that we've seen, 96 megahash per second. Oh, done. The overclocks are switched around. Okay. Good eye there. Good eye. So let's that's great. You guys are great. So let's try something here. Thank you, Dunn, for that. Appreciate it as always. So we'll set the core at 0. The memory at 1800. Fan speed, we'll set that at 100, and we will start out with that 210 watts just to kind of see what that one does. And I believe that's where we were at, negative 200. Let's go back up here. Oh, done. You just want to match them? I should have matched them, but I moved them around already. So 230, and here we go. So we got negative 200. We are going to put the $2,600 on both of them. We're going to leave our fan speed at 100, and we're going to throw 230 watts at them both. There we go. They like that a little bit better. And as you can see, that hit the NVIDIA right out of the gate, right back up to 100.4 megahash per second. So, per Dunn's request, we're just going to go ahead and grip it and rip it and match them and see where we're at. We're here in the remote garden location. So if you guys want to see any other overclocks on these, that's what we're here for tonight. Savage Mind, make sure to reach out to me. Crypto Mikkel, if you guys want some access to these things. Claude, if you'd like to play with this for a little bit, kind of, toy around with these. I've also been wanting to reach out to people, devs, miner devs. If any of you guys know any miner devs, I'd love to let them play with these a little bit so that they can get our favorite mining software dialed in. And what I mean by that is we need these miners to be, quite frankly, set for us so that we can get better hash rates. So we're going to get back into shell here for you guys to kind of see some shenanigans. And at that same 230 power limit, 2600 on the memory, negative 200 for the core, that Zotac right out of the gate is back up to 100 megahash per second. The Zotac there, I think, can't handle quite as much memory, so we are going to back that down a little bit. Let's take that to 2200 and see if that, that'll change both of them there, so let's make sure we just come in here on this one. And we're going to back that down until we get that a little bit better. We will leave that at 230 watts though. I think that's a good number. It's pretty darn efficient. Dunn 12 Mini 2, I agree. I don't think it's going to be able to hang as well, but it was worth a try. One of the things we're definitely seeing is these GPUs, if we do hit them with too much overclock or even too much power, with these current drivers, it slashes and grabs them, man. It just hits them real hard. So, but no, yes, we're getting some good numbers with these. And once again, I've got 4 videos that are getting ready to come out with some benchmarking of these over on, we put them benchmarked on NiceHash, as well as we benchmark them just using Awesome Miner and running Phoenix Miner on Windows. Once again, our overclocks there aren't the best. That was our first run with that. Each are going to be a 2-part series. Once we get done playing with them a little better, we'll get revisited on those overclock settings, so that way you guys can see all of them. But we are comparing with, once again, thank you Dunn 12 Mini 2. We did have, and we do still have 100 plus megahash per second at 230 watts on the NVIDIA Founders Edition. And we've just brought the Zotac Trinity into play, having a little fun with it as well. That's this RTX 3080, and she's sitting at 95.97. So once again, as Dunn said, we don't quite think that Zotac is going to be able to hang. So we're at 95.9, so I am going to back it down to 2100 here and see what that gets us on the Zotac Trinity. We're going to leave everything else the same because, quite frankly, that NVIDIA is purring, guys. Comment in chat, let me know what you think. Dunn 12, that's a pretty good, you can probably quote him on that. 1 gigahash rigs are going to be the norm. So if I had right now 13 of those NVIDIA Founders Edition RTX 3080s, that's like 1.3 gigahash, guys. And that's at 230 watts each. That's pretty good, right? Comment in the chat, tell me what you think about that. I mean, we're breaking necks with these numbers, and quite frankly, it's not too sizzling hot. I will tell you this though, so when I pulled the NVIDIA out of the gaming editing mining rig when we were running Windows, and I pulled the Zotac out, the Zotac was just cooler to the touch. There we go, so at 2100, we're at 96.7 megahash per second. DTech, my goal is 1.3 gigahash. I like it. I like it. Density is something you might hear people talk about. So let's say you don't have a lot of power. Some people might get rid of a lot of smaller GPUs to throw one of these, one of these rigs in there. Density is just basically getting more gigahash into smaller spaces, and when you're shrinking down, in theory, you want to have less power consumed as well. So that's one of the things we're seeing with these. I was really impressed with 96 megahash per second at 210. Well, the efficiency is just about the same at 100 megahash per second at 230 watts. And once again, thank you Dun1292 for hanging out with us tonight and for having some fun with that NVIDIA. I know that was the one that you really wanted to see, and I know initially I told you I wasn't a big fan of it, but after seeing those numbers, I am pretty stoked. So what do you guys think? Should we? Yeah, CryptoCloud, that's right. So 4 1070s, and then you do have the same hash. Yep. Let's just kind of see what 2K does on the Zotac. We were at 96 plus, so let's see. We were almost 96.67. So let's see what that 2K does. And we'll head over here to Shell so you guys can see some real numbers. And that's right, we are still seeing GPU number 2. That's the NVIDIA. That's 100 megahash per second. And then we've got 96.68. Uh-oh, we got Batman in the house. What's up, Batman? Thanks for stopping in. In the description down below, there's going to be links to some people. We've got our crypto celebrities. That's a good place to track down Brandon Coin and his YouTube channel. You guys know I do have that link to Brandon Coin Discord. Once again, Dun1292. Thanks for having some fun today with that. We wouldn't be here tonight bringing you this without it. So that's great. I really appreciated everyone over at Brandon Coin Discord. It's great help. I also want to say a big thank you to all the mods over at Not Your Normal Miner Discord. You guys are awesome. But Batman, thanks for stopping in. We got that 100 megahash per second. Boom! Man, it is doing good. So, 96.9. Oh, we almost got her to 97 there, guys. Taking that down, that memory down to 2000. Okay. Nice, man. DTech says in chat he's going to replace his MSI Gaming Z1070 with a 3080 Ventus or an EVGA 3080. Rumor has it that 3080 is going to be able to take all 1500 memory on Windows that MSI Afterburner is going to give her, and you could, on some of those EVGAs, be seeing over 104 megahash per second. 102 is definitely not out of the realms as well. Rumor has it. So once again, you guys, always in the description down below, we got some links to some different things. I believe there was a request to see us dashboard side on HiveOS. They wanted to see where we were at as far as reported. Now, we did put in both of these. Chaincoin, thanks for stopping in. We did put in both of these GPUs now, so it is probably going to be a little skewed, but you'll be able to see. I can get the right address pumped in here. Alrighty. So average over 24 hours, and once again, before Dun 12 Mini 2 had rips on the reins, we were sitting at about real close to 80. I think it was 84 mega hash per second in here, maybe 86 with the overclocks that I had. But no, Chaincoin, definitely thanks for stopping in. We do have, let's go ahead and get back here to Shell so you can see, we do have 100 mega hash plus per second on that NVIDIA Founders Edition FE, and that is at 230 watts. Once again, thanks Dun 12 Mini for that. So we're trying to get that Zotac Trinity, we're trying to get that up. We've got it at 97 mega hash per second. We are at 230 watts with that. So we're going to come back here and we're going to adjust her again. We're going to see if 1900 gets a little better. And we do have negative 200 on the core, 100% on the fans, 230 watts. And you can see our temps, that NVIDIA, since we added that Zotac, is now up to 52. And the Zotac is chilling at a cool 48. Crypto Cloud, that's great information at DTech. Make sure you check that out. The Ventus has 6 large capacitors. The Gaming X Trio has 2 sets of the smaller capacitors, plus 4 of the larger ones for $40 more. Really appreciate that tip there, Crypto Cloud. It's one of the things I really love about the community, love about being part of it. But just kind of a recap here, we do have the NVIDIA Founders Edition FE, this GeForce RTX 3080, hammering away on HiveOS using Phoenix Miner, and we've got 100 mega hash per second plus. Before we went ahead and put the Zotac next to it, we had gotten 3 stale shares in just about 4.5 hours. It had been running pretty steady except for when we were adjusting things. So 1965. Let's take this back to 2000. And still, guys, that's pretty solid. I think 97-ish mega hash per second out of the Zotac Trinity. Chaincoin, yeah, okay, he says he's on his way to pick that Founders Edition up right now. Yeah, for sure, this thing is sick. So, once again, I saw a tweet today, though, about kind of the inventory on these, and it is just making me think that the inventory is going to be, it's not anywhere near what we thought it was, and that these things are going to be pretty hard to find throughout the rest of the year. And quite frankly, I'm expecting that to be for all of these. That's the 3080s, the 3090s, the 3070s, the TIs, all of them, the Navis, all the next gen stuff. I think we are not going to have a lot of these, so hopefully you're able to get some with not going through eBay. We've had all sorts of shenanigans with that. Hopefully you're able to get them at retail, because if you're getting these things at retail, that is sick. So we do have 97 mega hash per second with 230 on the power limit, 2000 memory, negative 200 on the core. Any ideas as far as overclocks on this Zotac? Right now, we've been streaming for just about a half hour. We'll probably go just about another half hour for you guys tonight. The biggest thing we wanted to show you was 100 mega hash per second at 230 watts. Most of the people on Windows I've been seeing is 240, 250 watts. Some of the pictures on Hive that I've gotten seen from the HiveOS Discord was showing maybe 102 mega hash per second, but that was at 250 watts, I believe. So we've got this thing running 540 total watts at the wall. The mining rig itself, that is the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus motherboard, This is what we've got holding on to everything. We've also got the EVGA fully modular 1300 watt power supply. The reason we jumped up from the 750 is, you guys know, the 750 is good for one. $750 watt PSU fully modular. This is great. But yeah, Dunn's actually at the door knocking. He was here before I could get home from work, so you're gonna have to fight him for sure. But yeah, so if you have a gaming rig or whatever, streaming rig, you gotta at least have a 750 watt power supply to run these. Your GPU mining rigs, if you've got more than 3, I don't even know how that's gonna hook up with the fully modular. I think 1200 watts. Well, no, there'd be 900 watts is probably more than that Mobo can handle, so we might have to hook up a server power supply or something. But we should have had 3 of these here by now. One's still in transit, or hasn't even been released yet to the guy. It's ridiculous. So Amazon, just so you guys know, Amazon had pre-sales of the Zotac Trinities. That's where you saw a lot of the people selling them on eBay. Amazon Business Class let people do pre-sales of these. Well, a lot of these were supposed to ship. There was a full run specifically to Amazon. They were supposed to ship on the beginning of October. They just now are telling people that these haven't shipped. Patrick, hey, thanks for stopping in. Patrick, that's a good question. So we've seen, as soon as you drop either one of those, we're going to get back down to that 96, 97-ish. Dunn 12 Mini 2, once again, thank you for this. Thank you for these overclocks. He was playing with this all day, and he is pretty much an overclock guru, and he got these numbers dialed in for us. So we have done some other benchmarking and stuff with it. Let's see, Savage Mind says a 10 by 3080 rig equals 2300 watts and 1 gigahash. That's 27.5 Ethereum a day right now. 43.43 mega hash at the wall ain't bad. However, $7 a mega hash, yikes. Okay, so that's still 20 bucks a day on ETH if at its current price. I mean, that's still putting money in the bank. I mean, I would love to build a 10 by rig of this. Hopefully we get the third one in. Just the second Zotac Trinity is what we really wanted to have, because I did want to have them side by side in our gaming, editing, mining rig, or in the our two test rigs that we've got. So we're going to try a little bit more memory here. Chaincoin, the line is out the door, man. I am sorry. 97.3 megahash per second on the Zotac Trinity, and we're still getting that solid with those great overclocks from Dunn 12 Mini 2, 100 plus megahash per second. I am going to let that run overnight. We're going to let both of these run side by sides on these clocks, just to kind of see, the stability on it. We'll give you guys another update this week. I do want to do some other testing with these as well. We still have some benchmarking. Once again, I'm going to release 4 videos. 2 are going to be from each of these on our gaming, editing, mining rig, and that's where we benchmark with NiceHash. Once again, that's crude. I haven't benchmarked with NiceHash before, but that's going to be round 1 of those videos. The other 2 are of us using Awesome Miner to run Phoenix Miner, so we could benchmark Ethereum there, some numbers. We were just basically messing around with the core and the power limit. The second round, after we get some really good overclock settings in, we'll really dial those in. So really check out for those. Once again, don't beat us up too much. This was our first time benchmarking on Windows for anything, let alone something with this much power. That rig does have a 750 watt power supply as well. We're running Ryzen 7 2700, and it's got the ROG Strix B450F gaming in there. So that's the gaming, editing, mining rig that we did put these on the test. If we go back to dashboard side, you're going to see 97.7 megahash per second still, and that was with bumping up the memory to 2050. We'll go back to shell side, So you guys can see those numbers there. I know you guys are a lot like me and want to see that. What other questions do you have us for while you got us here tonight? I'm going to try, give me some overclocks. What do you want to see the Zotac overclocked at? Can we get it to 100? As Dunn said, probably not, because I don't think it's made quite as well as the NVIDIA. But that's what we've got right now. 100 megahash per second on this one. I feel that's no problem. That's at 230 watts. And now that that's settling in, we are getting a little bit better. It's 97-ish plus on the Zotac Trinity. So that's what we're bringing it. We do have fan speed set for 100 on these just for this testing. It is getting pretty warm in here without our exhaust. While I got you guys here, make sure you check out in the description down below the link to Branded Coin Discord. There's also a bunch of crypto community member friends that we've got links to their YouTube channels. Make sure you check them out. I want to send what's up to the guys over at DCA Adventure, Crypto Mikkel, Nemesis. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all the testing that you guys are doing. Nefarious Technology. But yeah, Nemesis, man, keep up the good work with that 3080. Seeing that thing water blocked already is pretty sick. Or that 3090, I should say. Yeah, that's right. He put it on the water block, so that looks pretty good. Can't wait to see some more videos on that. Also, in the link down below, guys, you're going to be able to find Not Your Normal Miners hash market. It's a good place to support the channel. You guys can pick up some of that Not Your Normal Miner swag, and this stuff does ship worldwide. There's definitely some people here tonight that have received some of this stuff all over the US. Also, I do want you guys to stop by the Not Your Normal Miner Discord in the link below. We've got these HODL Bitcoin license plates, and we're shipping these anywhere in the US for free. You can check out how to get that. And also, if you want to send us some coin because you thought something we did was sweet, or we saved you some money because you didn't get a certain GPU because you saw one of our tests, you can ship it over to coinrequest.io. But I really cherish your guys' time. I've been having a lot of fun tonight. 97.1 megahash per second on the Zotac Trinity. We got negative 200 on the core, 2050 on the memory, 230 watts. Hey, adding more power or adding more core. Okay, Patrick, so we'll add some more core there. But that NVIDIA GPU is definitely sitting at that 100 megahash per second at 230 watts. And I love that efficiency. Thank you, Dunn. That's great. Anyone that's watching this, especially if you've got any miner devs that might see this, the guys over at HiveOS, I know they keep an eye on these videos. And they've been checking out some things, and they've been helping us get everything upgraded. Let us know. I'd love to let those guys get some access to these GPUs so they can get the miner programs going. You guys did see us also. We did this live. It was so much fun. This rig we upgraded from 1 3080 to 2. We went from this SSD, which would take about 2 to 3 minutes to load up, and then about 30 minutes to update the drivers. We went to this SSD, and now we're like at 2 minutes, tops 3 minutes. The speed is so great. We did that live. We added the power supply. That was all within a half hour. We were hashing, having great time. We're going to change the core on this one to negative 150. And remember, we were at about 97.1 megahash per second, 97.8. We'll take you back over here to Shell so you guys can see if you guys have any questions, as well as HiveOS. I have been pretty pumped with how the response time has been over in their Discord. A lot of people have been helping out. Patrick, I get that. Efficiency looks very good, but seeing both cards at 100 megahash per second each would be awesomeness. Well, we're going to try our best to do that here for you. That's what we're doing. We've got about another 20 minutes on stream, so maybe with your guys' help, with everyone here in chat, maybe you guys will be able to help us get to that. I just want to head over here and kind of see. We got 13 people here tonight. You guys are great. I'm so glad you're here with us tonight. Thank you guys very much for spending the evening with us. just had a question over in Discord. If you guys are in the Not Your Normal Miner Discord, you can definitely head over. There is a place for the live stream chat, and I do keep that up now. So if you guys really want to see something else, we kind of sometimes might have something else going on over there. John Germain's in the house. I'm going to need everyone in chat to go ahead and put one of those FAs. Let's go ahead and spam chat with that FA. You guys will see that a lot over here at DCA Adventures, but FA is because this is fucking awesome. That's right. Seeing a GPU hash at 100 mega hash per second at 230 watts is freaking awesome. Fucking awesome, guys. Jason Fraser, can we mine with Claymore? We can mine with Claymore. We've also mined with Ethermine. I want to give it just a few more minutes here, trying to see, kind of see where we're at, because we've been using Phoenix Miner here. Next time that we do a video like this, I will go ahead and we'll use a different miner. So Claymore and ETH Miner are two that people have been asking about. I am showing not quite getting over 97 mega hash per second, so I know what you guys are going to want to see. You guys are going to want to see more power. So we'll put a little bit more power here. See if we can squeak a little bit more, because we want to see that 100 mega hash per second. It's been called. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. 97.5 mega hash per second. We're at 240 watts at the wall, 2050 on memory, core of negative 150. Do we take the core down more, up more? What do you want to see? More power, he says. Okay. We can do that. We can definitely do that. So we're putting some more power to it. Takes a couple more seconds. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye on that kilowatt at the wall. That way you guys can see the real world numbers. Really, adding more power is not doing a lot. Okay, Jason Fraser, he says he's got a 3080 and he's getting 82 to 86 mega hash per second. So you're using Windows, is that correct? The 456.65 is the newest driver on Windows. So we're using HiveOS tonight, and in the description down below I got a link to that. HiveOS is what we're using, and the overclocks are definitely a little bit different on HiveOS than when you're running Windows and MSI Afterburner. But we're also seeing HiveOS has a later version of those drivers, so I can't use that version of drivers with these GPUs. Usually on Windows, the overclocks will be a little different, but what 3080 do you have by chance, Jason? Jason Fraser, let us know. Appreciate you stopping by tonight. Appreciate everybody stopping by. So we got a question here in chat. Appreciate you commenting. Is 31.5 mega hash per second on an RTX 580 pulling 112 watts at a decent level? And Jason Fraser says the clocks are not changing much. Okay, so that's one of the things that I noticed as well, that the overclocks aren't changing a lot, and I do know that the drivers have a lot to do with it. But also some of these GPUs can take more or less memory. I do know that I've heard the EVGA on MSI Afterburner will take all 1500. Also, I want to let you know that the Zotac Trinity, that one on MSI Afterburner, couldn't take more than about 1200, and it wasn't even stable at 1200. So that's something to kind of keep in mind, but we are on HiveOS. This is an open air GPU mining rig. We are on the ASRock H112 BTC Pro motherboard. We've got 2 sticks of 8 gigabytes of Vengeance DDR4 RAM. It's on an EVGA 1300 watt fully modular power supply. And as most of you guys use, well, there's some different kinds now, but we've got the U-bit risers that are on there, and those were brand new. So Jason Fraser says he's got the Gigabyte. Well, so different brands will perform differently. From what I'm hearing, the NVIDIA is one of the better performing brands, but I am seeing multiple people get 100 plus megahash per second. It's all about your overclocks. 230 to 250 watts is, I think, what we're seeing is the sweet spot on these. Once again, done 12 mini 2. He was grinding on the overclocks over in HiveOS, and he was able to get this thing stable at 100 megahash plus per second in HiveOS at 230 watts. $97.18 at 240. Do you guys want to see us take more memory away, take more core away here, or do you think this is where we're at? Let's go ahead and adjust her. Since we did give her a little bit of power, let's see if she can take a little bit more on the core. Now a little bit more on the memory. We also were having a lot of issues with the LA on our loads when we were solo mining with the CPU. We also had a lot of bottlenecking with our thumb drives. So since we've switched over to the SSDs, we're really cooking with heat with that. So I know in the past I'd always recommended thumb drives. Well, it is still easy, but now I'm even recommending the SSDs. Just makes things really cook. And if we would have had SSDs the other night, the night that we first tried to update the drivers, I feel we would have gotten things updated a little bit better. But I want to send a shout out to everyone in Discord, all the mods over there. Thank you guys for everything. You know, thank you everyone that's been following us over on Twitter. We got the links down below so you guys can keep up with that. I know a lot of you guys have questions on these new GPUs, the RTX 3080s, Nemesis in the description down below. He's got a 3090, he's got the EVGA, and he's been doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, these guys are tearing these things apart. It's nuts. Crypto Claude, thanks for stopping in. Done 12 Mini 2, thanks for stopping in. Versinge Torax, sorry for mispronouncing your name. Thanks for stopping in the questions. Jason Fraser, appreciate you stopping in tonight. Patrick, we're trying to get this thing to 100 megahash per second. And as you can see, changing the overclocks there did shut us down a little bit more. Chaincoin, really appreciate you stopping in. D-Tech, Crypto Claude, Batman, you guys are all great. You guys are all why we're here tonight. That's why I'm doing this kind of stuff. It's just, I have a lot of fun, and we've been trying to break this stuff to you guys the best we can. We're still seeing 100 megahash per second out of that NVIDIA. So you guys, once again, if asking how steady that thing is, I feel it is pretty steady. So we're going to try something here. 1900 on the memory, negative 200 on the core, 240. We'll kind of see what overclock that gets for us. But as we're starting to wrap up, guys, we got just a few more minutes with the stream here. Are there any other numbers that you want to see? I do feel that this Zotac isn't necessarily going to perform quite as equal to that NVIDIA, and I do feel we've got these things maxed out. Once again, our temperatures aren't bad, but we are at 100% fan speed, and in the remote garden location, it's went from 81 degrees Fahrenheit or so to 87 since I've shut the exhaust fans off, so that is also playing a factor in their temperatures there. I sometimes will leave those fan speeds on auto, but right now for this, I wanted you guys to really see what these things are capable of doing. And I think if you've got either of these GPUs in a gaming or editing rig or whatever, I think you're going to get good cooling. Also, I highly recommend the 3080s if you're getting them at cost. Patrick, so that's a great question. So he's worried that might be the limit for the cards. So right now we're on newest drivers, and they aren't the best drivers, so that's something to keep in mind. The minor devs of these programs actually don't have these GPUs in their hand. These things, not everybody has, guys. We're fortunate enough that we were able to secure 2 of these through, unfortunately, eBay. Not the best way to do it, but we were able to get them, and we got them here so we could show you guys this. Yeah, okay, great questions. Once again, how did we get our hands on these? We were up all night on the release night trying to get our hands fighting the bots. We didn't get them. We had several in our carts, but we couldn't get them. So the Zotac Trinity was the first one we secured on eBay. Then we secured another Zotac Trinity. That one got canceled. We secured the NVIDIA Founders Edition, and then we also secured another Zotac Trinity, but that one hasn't been released yet. That guy bought it in theory through Amazon Prime, and that hasn't been released because they didn't get their order fulfilled. Amazon didn't. So we started out with one of the Zotac Trinity RTX 3080s, and then we were able to secure. Gentleman got this in hand. We had videos on both of those, but this is the Founders Edition, the RTX 3080 from NVIDIA, and that's how we got that. They're both on eBay. I don't recommend going and doing that, but we, for the channel, wanted to be able to show people some of this stuff, and I think we've been able to do a pretty good job of that, and it's a learning curve definitely for us all, but hopefully with you guys seeing these, you're definitely going to know whether these GPUs are what you want to get or not. I highly recommend if you can get them at cost, MSRP, that's great. Everything I've seen, especially with some tweets lately today, these GPUs are going to be in very high demand, and there's not going to be a lot on the market. Usually the stores get 3 to 5 of them from what I'm hearing, and that's not every week. EVGA had some things come out that they were saying their stock was low, and that they even knew their stock was low at release. Sounds like they aren't going to have stock till after the new year. And I got speculations, and you guys know I brought this to you guys the night before. I called it, that all of these things were going to be sold out, and sure as shit they were sold out before we could even get our hands. I didn't know anything about the bots, but we just knew that there was something fishy about these, because quite frankly they start producing them in August and release them in September. There's no way they can do 2 runs of 3080s and 3090s. And guys, quite frankly, not even all the versions have been released yet at that time, but they were still selling them. All sorts of shenanigans going on. Patrick, exactly. In the 6 months from now, the drivers and miner programs will be better, and the same thing is going to happen with the new Navi launch. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscription bell. If you guys are just coming in, I really cherish that. You're going to be able to keep up with some good shenanigans there. Also hit that like button so other people can see these videos. Comment down in the description, let us know what you thought, whether you liked it or didn't like these videos. But we've been trying to break you guys all of the latest on the RTX 3080s, the ones we can get our hands on. I am still trying to secure 2 of the same GPUs because I want to get them in our gaming editing, or our 2 test rigs there. We did have some testing on these on Windows. We got a lot of different things coming up. Stream's just about done, guys, here for tonight. We've been showing you 100 mega hash per second. No problem on that NVIDIA Founders Edition. That is the 3080, the RTX 3080. We're also showing you next to it, and this is in a HiveOS GPU open air mining frame build. HiveOS running their latest drivers, which is the version behind the latest Windows drivers. We're getting 97-ish at 240 watts. Once again, 240, 250 is what I've been seeing most miners. Hey, so great question real quick. Last question as we're getting ready to leave. So he talks about the H110 Pro BTC bus. Yep, that's what we're using. And then he said he's got what's the differences between the B250 mining expert. So, that's what we got right here as well. Here's a B250 mining expert. One of the things with this one, once you get to a certain amount of GPUs, you're actually going to have mining only GPUs, so you can't run all 19 of that. I have had 13 1060s running on this, no problem. I don't mind the motherboard. I just went with our entire operation with our remote garden location. I just went with the ASRock H110s, so that way we could go ahead and mix match all the parts, all the CPUs, everything would just work together. It made it easier for us. I enjoy the ASRock H110 Pro. I got no problem with the B250 though, especially if you're running like 6 or 8 GPUs or 9. No problem. 12 GPUs, no problem, I think. Just got to set it up right. So wrapping things up, and Crafty, thanks for stopping in. Want to say a big shout out, thank you again to Dun12Mini2. This stream wouldn't be possible without him tonight. He played with HiveOS and these overclock settings all day and is able to get us with this NVIDIA Founders Edition, the RTX 3080, 100 mega hash per second. Pretty sweet, we're excited about that. Hey man, Dun, I am glad that we could be able to do this kind of stuff for sure. Also, we have, and this is side by side now, the Zotac Trinity, and at about 230 watts we get roughly 96, 97 mega hash per second. It is not quite as high a quality in my opinion. It definitely cools better. You know, you can see 4 degrees better on the cooling temps wise, and in the remote garden location with all this temping today, we're at 87.9, so about 88. So we've made the temperature go up about 9 degrees while we've been doing this. We've also had the kilowatt at the wall. So thank you guys all. Make sure you hit that, smash that like button as you guys finish up. It's been a great stream tonight. I definitely saw 13, 14 people at least with us here. So thank you guys for all stopping in. We're going to try to go live every night this week to keep you guys up with the latest of this. Make sure if you're new, or if you're watching this video after live stream, that you're commenting down below letting us know what you want to see us testing. We did get about 197 mega hash per second on 2 GPUs, and that is 540 watts. Thank you to Savage Mind, Crypto Mikkel, Dun12Mini2, Batman, Crypto Claude, all of you guys for stopping in. Crafty, you guys have been great tonight. We'll show you one more time. Shell in a box. You guys like to see these kind of numbers here as well. 96 mega hash per second, 100 mega hash per second. Chaincoin, I like your style. He says since Dun put in all the work, he can get, since they're both in line to get these, he can take the NVIDIA, and Chaincoin's going to take the Zotac box. You guys are great. I really appreciate all your time tonight. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Make sure you keep up with us, because we are going to bring you guys the latest, and we are going to try to get our hands on one of those Nabbies when they launch. But we're going to be asking you guys in the community, as always, where you guys are going to be fighting in the line so that we can be there as well. But guys, my name's Wes. I'm Not Your Normal Miner. Please check out in the links down below Discord, Not Your Normal Miner, as well as Not Your Normal Miner's hash merch market. That's a great way to support the channel. Remember, we're not monetized, and we do not, guys. Thanks, Dun, for stopping in. And we do not do any types of affiliate links or anything like that for you guys. We've also got the HODL Bitcoin license plates. Those are metal, and we are shipping those to you guys anywhere in the US for free. Check out Discord, as well as the water cooler over there. Also, another way, if you guys wanted to support the channel, we got a couple links over there on coinrequest.io. But wrapping up, Savage Mind, thanks for stopping in, man. Really appreciate your time tonight. It's been a great stream. I can't wait to see everything that you got going on over there with all of that networking that you're doing. Really appreciate it. John Germain, thanks for stopping in. Chaincoin, have a great night. Wrapping up, we're on HiveOS. Appreciate everything from HiveOS. We're on 100 mega hash per second on the NVIDIA Founders Edition, 96-ish plus mega hash per second on the Zotac Trinity RTX 3080. You guys have been great. I appreciate your time. My name's Wes. I'm Not Your Normal Miner. Thanks, guys.